Hey everybody, Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 on this Facebook Live. This is a 99% clairvoyant reading. And if you're watching this live, hello, please announce yourself when you come into the program. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, Apple Hobart, please subscribe to my channel and please like my videos. And please hit the little bell so you get notified when I post new videos. And also leave a little comment on there so that YouTube can use their algorithms to send Coaching for the Soul around the planet to people who need a little bit more Coaching for the Soul. And it helps build the channel. So if you would do that for me, I would very much appreciate it when you are on my YouTube channel at Bill Hobart. Hi, Kathy. How's it going? How's everything? Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff going on. End of the year. Hi, Heidi. What's up, sister? Yeah. Chime started ringing, so that's kind of cool. They've only rung once or twice today, and that was when I was doing videos. So, all right. So this is good. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Kathy. Yes, Kathy, today's a weird day. Today is a weird day. Yes. I'm exhausted. This week has been exhausting for me. Just exhausting. Hi, Nancy. Yeah, it's been exhausting. Thank you. Hi, Nancy Petrie. What's up, lady? Nice to see you, too. I got 2 Nancy's and 2 Kathys right now, so that's kind of cool. Heidi says, why does it feel like people are talking shit about me? Mercury retrograde's coming? The Spirit's telling me. You gotta get over that. Let them talk shit. Strange vibe. Oh yeah. There is so much going on at one time that we're gonna talk about this. There's so much we're going through as humans. It is ridiculous in these last, for the next 4 weeks, we are gonna be like, hey, Teresa Parker, we are gonna be like WTF. We're gonna have to really pay attention to ourselves and our energy and what we're receiving and all those kinds of things. Yeah. We have to be conscious, and it's very hard. Sometimes it can be very hard to be conscious, right? You just want to cocoon, you just want to do whatever. Hey, Sherry Daniels, how are you? Yeah, so there's a lot going on in the next 4 weeks. A lot. And yeah, Heidi, you're the boss. That's what happens. You're the prime target. Been there, done that. 37 years of that. Yep. Hello, Marcia. How are you, my dear? How's the weather in North Carolina? Yeah. So there's a lot going on. We're going to talk about most of it. Allison Strange. Hello, my dear. From Louisiana. There is a lot going on. And emotionally, hey, Jason. Emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, hey, Allison and Alexis are there together. Cool. So we're getting bombarded from all sides, okay? And we have to be conscious of that. Marsha, are you in South Carolina? I thought you were in North Carolina. My bad. So we'll see we might as well. DM telling me wants me to wait 2 more minutes, he says. Okay. With everything, with Christmas and New Year's and my birthday and lots of planet stuff going on, Mercury retrograde and the new moon and the winter solstice, and oh my gosh, it's a lot. And if you're not conscious of that, you think your life is chaos. You will think your life is WTF. Yes. Yep. So I think we're going to start. Okay. He says, okay, go. All right. So I don't really know what is going to come through today. So we're going to find out. I have a list of things I want to talk about. And we'll see. But I've got all this energy in my chest, so we'll see where it's going to go. So Sherry's in Illinois. Her dad passed due to COVID a couple weeks ago. I'm so sorry that your dad passed. But she says it was a blessing. So if you want to talk to him, let me know, and we'll hook it up. Okay. Ooh, yeah. He's here, Sherry, just to let you know. So anyway, there's a lot going on in the universe. A lot of planets are going stuff, okay? We all feel it, okay? So be prepared to stay conscious, number one, okay? Now, the next big thing after, today's Thursday, Tuesday, Venus went into Capricorn, okay? Now, we had a great time in the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. Sorry about the new furnace that we have. It's loud. Now it's in Capricorn. So a lot of the things that we had that were great, that was easy breezy, hey Chrissy, now we're gonna be a little bit more structured, okay? I felt it day one, Capricorn, okay? So, winter solstice on the 21st of December in Capricorn, of course, right? Be prepared for this energy blast that is gonna be like no energy blast we've ever felt before, okay? Every day, protons are hitting us at gamma speed, at quantum speed, all right? Getting us up to where we need to be in 2023 and beyond. So we're all gonna feel this confusion, this kind of like, what's going on? I don't understand. It's gonna hit all of our bodies, our human body, our etheric body, okay? So our spiritual body, our emotional body, and our human body, all right? And our psychological is in there too, all right? So we're gonna get kind of emotional. There's gonna be all kinds of different feelings. Most will try to be negative, but that's how we receive them, all right? Understanding that when we receive energy that we don't know what it is, we go negative. It is not anything to do with any of you. It is our negative ego. It doesn't know what it is, so it makes you go, I don't like that. I don't like that, okay? And then it hooks itself on, Spirit says, to other emotions you have not healed yet, okay? We will never heal all of our emotions, guys. It's never gonna happen. We're always gonna have tinges of something that reminds us. It's how we react to it, number one. Number two, it is how long we sit in it, okay? Hey, Jamie, how's it going? I'm glad you're here live. So understand that, right? So when the winter solstice happens on the 21st, it's already happening now because it's already the 15th, okay? We've only got 6 days. So it's already building. It's already moving us. It's already feeling awkward. It's already feeling exhausting. I've been exhausted this week and haven't done anything. I mean, I've done very little this week, except for post things and take care of Bailey and take care of my house and buy some Christmas stuff and whatever, right? So as we go past the 21st, 2 days later, we have a brand new moon. It's a super moon. So it is close to the earth, but we can't see it, okay? So intense, 2 days after the winter solstice. So boom, boom, right? And then we got January the 1st, which is always monumental because, again, it's another pow forward, all right? So we have 3 in a row within 2.5 weeks. And everybody's gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it now, right? Jason says it's extremely, it's exhausting because our bodies, I know. So Spirit just said this to me. He says, because we need your butt up there. Hey, Pratik, we need your butt up there and we have to get hang on. We have to get your spiritual etheric body into the future. Human body can catch up. That's why we're feeling it. That's why we're feeling exhausted, okay? And then on the 22nd of January, all the planets that have been retrograde for 6 freaking months go forward, okay? So that means Mercury, Mars, and Uranus are the only 3 planets that are still retrograde. Mercury starts on the 29th. We're going to talk about that too. But by January the 22nd, all of the retrograde planets will be moving forward, which everything that we've wanted is ahead of us in 2023. Write that down. Everything that you want is ahead of you in 2023. All right? If it didn't come to fruition in 22, that's okay. But 23 is the magical year. 24 is even better. But 23 is the magical year. All right? So whatever you've asked for, whatever you're needing, allow it to come to you. after January the 22nd. Okay? Now, Mercury goes retrograde in Capricorn, god dang it, on the 29th of December. All right? So look for big things in the government because, hello Erica, because Capricorn is a sign of the government. All right? So some things might be happening in the last week of December. All right? If you know what I mean. Maybe some indictments or whatever. But that's what Spirit keeps telling me. It's all going to be during the Mercury retrograde. All right? So that goes until the 22nd. So we have 3.5 weeks. Don't buy anything big. Don't sign a contract unless you look at that thing up and down and up and all around. Okay? There'll be problems with communication. All right? So an email may not go through. Someone might not get a fax if you still use faxes. Don't do a lot of texting, because if you do a lot of texting, guess what? The person you're texting is going to receive that energy wrongly and get upset with you, and vice versa. Okay? So we'll be after the holiday as we're going to the very last portions of Mars and Uranus being retrograde. They've been retrograde for over 6 months. All right? So we're going to feel a relief in that sense. But Mercury's there to punch you in the face, because we're going to be kind of like, oh my God, it feels so wonderful. Oh my God, oh, it feels so good. And I'm not going to check the email. I'm not going to check this. I'm going to forget about and buy a car or a house or get a new charge card or whatever it might be. Okay? So that right there we need to be conscious of. All right? We definitely need to be conscious of, because as we go into 23, we don't have retrograde planets until late summer. Okay? So we will have February, March, pretty much through March will be at the I know. Spirit will feel relief from January 22nd until and then at the end of March, we'll really feel relief for the next 4 months. Okay? So plan, everybody. I will let you plan this. Okay? Ask for what you want. Schedule what you want. Make sure that you're staying as positive as you can, because they're working to get you from point A to point G in 12 months. Okay? You've already come. Let's say that you're in C right now. Maybe you're in D right now, because they're all in different places, right? So our spirit guides, our guardian angels, are getting us ready for this big freaking push in knowledge, connection, and not really understanding what it is now until it happens. Spirit keeps saying it happened today. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I posted a Steve Noble guided meditation that I had no plans on listening to, nothing. I was in the bathroom brushing my teeth with my iPad. All of a sudden, the dang comes on. Steve Noble comes on. This meditation comes on out of nowhere. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll do this when I'm done. It blew my freaking exploded. Just exploded. Okay? Relieved that energy. Relieved all kinds of things that I'm like, I don't understand. I can't sleep, number one. I mean, my gosh, Bailey is up, down, and all around most nights, 4, 5, 6 times. So Daddy's there, has to cover him up again. And I'm not able to sleep really good either. And that's because of the photons. Photons are absolutely beating us. Our bodies are exhausted, and all the planetary aspects that are going on, and we're getting closer to the winter solstice, which is always a huge push. It's always a huge push. I love it because it starts getting lighter later, right? So by the end of January, maybe the middle of February, it's late at 6 o'clock at night in Metro Detroit, in the Midwest, okay? Which makes us all think of spring, which is a good thing, okay? So we really want to make sure. I know, Spirit says, he didn't even care if you make a list of stuff that you want, 5 things that you want. What do you want? And be specific, he says. Be specific. Because more than likely, I know. Spirit says that, don't say you want to be rich, because rich is an extra $1. Okay, $5. You want to be rich? How much you want to win? How much you want to get, right? Want a new job? What do you want it to be? Want a new house? What do you want it to be? I need new friends. James. The more you put your heart out there, the more you put your genuine self out there, the more that you put your true self out there and believe you deserve, he says. Believe you deserve, because next year you're going to receive, he says. He says, those of you that do not do that because of fear will wish you had. The gifts abound next year. There is absolutely no reason why you wouldn't receive everything that you want that is on your list. Make more than 5 if you want to. Let us pick. We will pick what's best for your destiny. But with no backtalk. We know best. If you give us 5, we'll give you mostly all of 5. Maybe some things you will not receive yet. Depends on where you are in your journey. Everyone has their Christmas list for 2023. And if you don't, you need to make one. You need to understand that everything that you've wanted is going to appear for you in 2023 and 2024. But then you have to believe that you deserve it, he says. You have to make sure that you're conscious to when those gifts arrive, that you do not take them for granted, that you show appreciation, that you show gratitude. Hey, Suze. That you understand that there's more behind that there's more behind what you want. There's more love, there's more peace. There's even more material things. He says, as we go into the future, 2023, 2024, 2025, into 5D, you will all understand what we're talking about today. You will all understand what we've talked about for the past couple of years, that everything is coming to fruition, okay? As others die off, as we die off, right? Because we're killing off our old selves, right? We're letting our old selves go. Right? And if you do anything with tarot and things like that, when you get the death card, it is the best card in the freaking deck. Why? Because the death of who you used to be. And that is 5th dimension and 6th dimension. So understanding that and keeping yourself as close as possible to being conscious. And I'll just tell you today, without any lot of sleep last night because of Bay, it was tough. This morning, I was not feeling it. It was just like yucky, da-da-da-da. And I thought, well, I'm going to do my normal meditation. Well, they had other ideas, right? So again, sometimes we can stick with what we know when it might not be the thing for that day. That's why talking to your GD spirit guides, sorry, spirit, you got to talk out loud. Let them lead you. Let them lead you. Telling you, guys, it's so much easier when you let them lead you. I would have never done this meditation. In fact, I think I started it 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. And I went, it's too long. It's 45 minutes. I cut that baby short. Today, whole thing through. And I was surprised when it was done. I was way up here. Fabulous day. Spirit also says you have to be seen. You have to allow yourself to be seen. You have to allow yourself to be present. All right? Can you do that? Doesn't matter how you do it. It is showing up. It is making sure that you don't always have to be focused, he says. You don't have to be focused. It's about doing. It's about doing your daily practices and allowing us to bring you what's next. So much resistance comes back at us. So much resistance comes back at us, especially now because you do not understand the energy. Living in a high vibration is where everything's at. That vortex is right there. Been talking about that for 2 years, right? The vortex is right there. Everything that you want. But we have to get our dysfunctional butts out of dysfunction. And I know. He apologizes for this. You got to heal that shit. You got to heal that shit. Got to heal it. Is it going to heal 100%? No. There's always going to be a little something there, right? Always going to be a little something for them to nick at, right? To keep you conscious of, yeah, I know, but it only took me an hour instead of 2 days. You have to heal. When you heal your emotional self, when you heal your spiritual self, right? When we come into life this time, we brought lots and lots and lots of stuff from past lives. You did. Because we chose to. I'm going to dump it all in this lifetime. Awesome. I would rather you consciously do it by allowing it just to fall away, catching yourself by talking out loud to yourself in third person. Hey, Carol, right? Don't forget about that. Every time you talk to yourself in third person, your soul hears you. And what better time than the winter solstice, the frickin' super new moon, and January the 1st. And then after that, you got all the planets going forward. So what better time to go, okay, I got to have a conversation with myself. Bill, we're not that person anymore. Bill, why are you thinking like that? That's crazy. We don't talk like that anymore. We don't even think like that anymore. My gosh, I know. That's what it's all about. Listening to what you're saying out loud to other people and yourself, because words matter. So I would love for you to say back to yourself, oh my gosh, I'm not that person anymore, Bill. Exactly, because you're not. Anybody who watches Coaching for the Soul, I don't care if you watch it twice a year, 3 times a year, you're getting something from it. Okay? You're just on the slow train. That's all right. Somebody's got to be. I would rather be on the fast train. It's a Capricorn thing. I want my golden ring. I'm ready to swing from that you-know-what. I'm ready. I'm ready to swing from it, right? But there's things we have to do for ourselves. Make sure that you're as positive as possible. Not always right. Can't always happen, right? Give yourself whatever that makes you a little bit happy. Unless it's alcohol and drugs, right? If it's a self-talk, if it's a meditation, if it's a drive outside to see the Christmas lights, if it is being out in the cold and making a snowman with your kids. My friend Nancy writes children's books, right? And they're on Amazon. And they're fabulous books. Reading books to your children if they're little. That should bring joy. Chimes, right? Let them read to you. Chimes, right? All those little things that bring you joy, if you allow them to. And also sitting with yourself, Spirit says. Sitting with yourself and being okay with that. Understanding that you can't love anybody else until you love yourself. Only way to attract love and a partner, the husband, the wife, whatever, is to love yourself. Be okay being by yourself and going out and eating by yourself, going shopping by yourself, and not being about it. Whatever. That's not what it's all about. And as we go into 2023, guess what? Don't be surprised if people hitch their wagon to your horses and want to come with you. Tribe. Because it's going to happen. Okay? The more ascended we become, the more in tune we become, the more in touch we become, the more we attract. The more we attract. Hi, Doris. The more we attract. And it's stuff. They're willing to bring you anything that you want. But you gotta ask for it. And don't be wordy. Say, Spirit, come on. I need to bring me that. I really like a new car. Don't worry about how you're gonna get it. Tell them what kind of car you want. I don't want to leave her anymore. Where do you want to live? I don't want to do that anymore. What do you want to do? But the thing about that too is you got to be okay with your car right now as long as it works. You got to be okay with where you live, right? Got to be okay with your job until the new one comes. Because if you're sitting in animosity, Spirit says, If you're sitting in negative energy, it's further away, it's miles away, he says, than what you think. And if you're anxious about it, if you're whiny about it, if you're emotional about it, that's all stuff, baby, you got to heal. I've been there, done that. Still go there sometimes. But we got to heal that. Never going to heal 100%. But you know what? That's what it's all about. You can sit with yourself. You can love yourself, right? You can be okay with where you're living, right? You can't change it. But be okay with it. The car's okay. The job's okay. My partner's okay. Until it's not. Partner you can change. Husband, wife, you can change. If you need to. Right? You can change the car, but that costs, well, changing the other one makes sense too, but it costs money. There's always money involved. Say, there's always going to be money involved. So all you have to do is believe that the money's going to be there. As you heal yourself, as you sit and you're quiet and you do a guided meditation, or you're talking to your spirit guides in the car, you're doing whatever you got to do, because they're energy. And the more the energy that you put out there to them, talking every day about anything, good, bad, doesn't matter. They'll take it all. They just want you to be lightweight and free and accessible. Because when they start to talk to you, when they start to bring you meditations on your iPad and they begin, do the freaking meditation. Buy the lottery ticket. Go this way home because there's an accident or something in the intersection, and guess what? You might just run into your house. Or you might go by the car dealership and you go, whoa. I know. They work mysteriously, Spirit says. That's what they're supposed to do. If they worked out in the open, you would say no. Trust me. You would say no, because it's human nature in third dimension. We've lived in third dimension for 12,000 years. We're always thinking no. That can't happen to me. There's no way I would. There's no way I could. I never win anything. I have to for everything that I get. No. It's about working smarter, not harder. Because as your brain transforms, as your connections are made to your spirit guides and guardian angels and the universe, as you ascend into this fifth dimensional energy, and you go, Bill, I cannot believe what happened to me last night. Bill, I cannot believe what I saw on the way to work today. And it wasn't even, it was a premonition. It was a vision. It was a human that I don't know who that person is. But it was just for me. And that's what happens all times too, is that your guides will bring you images and conversations and things that are just for you. Because when you try to talk to somebody about them, they're gone. When you try to explain, the premonition, the vision is gone. Because it's just for you. Okay? It is showing you that they've got your back. It's showing you that trust us. We're going to take care of you. We're leading you in the right direction, right? Hansel and Gretel effect. Let me distract you with all the pretty golden things while we move you into higher dimensional energy, because that's the only way that we can get your unconscious butt, who lives in third dimension, whose ego is in control, to get you to a higher level of consciousness. Because we need you to be there because you have a job to do. You have to tell your story. You got to tell your story in the tribe. Okay? Some of you may be having your own tribes. Most of you will, Spirit says. Okay? As we go forward. Do you know what that looks like now? No. I don't know what it looks like. I have no idea what that looks like. I'm blessed with the people that follow me. I truly am. And I thank you for that. Right? On Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. It's fantastic. Tell more people. Share more stuff. Let's help me grow it. And I do the same, and I'll do the same thing for you. Okay? As you come into who you are going to be. And Spirit wants you to know, it's not going to be something what Bill does. or other people at this time do. Might be part of it. But there's things we do not yet know, he says. There are things that we're not aware of yet because they've yet to be developed. Hobart Bill, Allison, on Instagram. They've yet to be, hang on, he's showing me this, unveiled. Hi, Tracy. They've yet to be unveiled to most of us. Okay? I don't know what it is. Okay? So, humans at some higher levels will assume they know, but it will not look like that. All right? He says, because we cannot show you what it is now because we're in fourth dimensional energy and some people are in third dimensional energy. Okay? And that's the thing that we have to be conscious of. I put astrological things in my date book, in my appointment book, so that I know if I'm feeling a certain way, or I'll Google it. What astrological event is happening today? And it'll pull up a bunch of stuff. I'll go, well, that doesn't make sense. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is either. But the energy around the planet is intensified. It is getting us ready for fifth dimension and a whole new life that I'll be 63 in 4 weeks. We won't even have any idea. But think about how much life has changed in the past 10 years, past 20 years. Okay? Everything is moving forward. Everything is being uplifted, including you. So when you start to have premonitions, when you start to hear the voice in your head, when you start to feel things in your body, right? When you feel your empathicness and your intuition, and that leads to one of the clairs, clairvoyant, clairaudient, everything, right? Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. And most people are, because they don't live in their spirituality. They live in 3D. They live in their life. Instead of living a lifestyle in spirituality, believing that they truly are guided, right? And some people can connect to that, and other people cannot connect to that. Or they connect to it when they need to, and they don't connect to it when they think they don't need to. It's got to be 100%. To allow them to lift you in a higher dimensional energy, the Spirit says, so you can find who you truly are. Everybody who watches this live or on my YouTube channel, Bill Hobart, is gifted. It's gifted. My wonderful 356 subscribers, thank you. It's awesome. See? Because I know. He says the army's growing. The army is growing. That's true. The army around the world into spirituality is growing crazier and than we ever thought possible. Because everybody's being activated at the same time. So when you're out and about on December 21st, if you are crazy enough to do that, don't be surprised if it's chaotic. Don't be surprised if you're in a great mood and others may not seem to because they don't know what the hell's going on. You could have like, oh my God, today's wonderful, Bill. It's fabulous. Oh my God, the energy's so great today. I'm loving it. Yeah. Others who don't get it, their egos are going to be like, wait a minute, I don't know what that is. You better back up. I got to pull myself in. No. So you run into that kind of stuff and you can kind of shut. Yeah, they don't know what they're doing. Yeah, God, Spirit, I'm so glad I'm connected to you. I'm so glad you brought me this day. So glad. Thank you. I'm in such gratitude. Thank you. It's important. It's important, guys. Because as we get into 2023, don't let anything tell you it's going to be a bad year. They're trying to get you to believe it. Now, will some people have a bad year? Yeah. Because what practices are you doing to not have a bad month, not have a bad week, not have a bad quarter? Are you talking out loud? Are you doing your guided meditations? or whatever practice you need to have done, right? I do quantum healing once a month, and it's the one thing that I give myself every single month, and it's fabulous. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. Because it clears all my shit out of my body. Pulls all of my, whatever's there. Hey, Mary. What? Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to say that. It clears all that out, right? I can't do it myself. Sometimes we can't. I'm a freaking old Capricorn. I have levels upon levels upon levels of stuff. But I know that when I do something for myself, it feels good. Because I do all day for other people and other animals and things like that. Which is fine. That's what I'm here for. I understand that. I'm okay with that. Right? But we have to do that for ourselves. If that means walking outside on a day like today when it's 44 degrees outside and not raining and not snowing, it's going to get colder, do it. Just to breathe the air and take a walk and start talking aloud to spirit. Don't get in your head. Talk. Whatever you want to talk about. Talk. That's the deal. Because don't be surprised when you get an answer. When you start to have a narrative in your head, either in sentence form, or somebody speaking to you, or you're seeing pictures, because it's going to happen. And when that happens, everybody, I need you to say, Spirit, what is that? Spirit, what is that? What is that picture in my mind? My third eye. What is that sentence, Spirit? I can't read it all. Spirit, you gotta spell better. Spirit, I can't hear you. Turn up the volume. Spirit, I can't hear you. I need you to turn up the volume. And it comes up. Direct them, Spirit says. Direct us. Direct us how you need us to perform. But it also goes back to clearing yourself of the energy that no longer serves you. Things from this lifetime, things that you've learned from your family, things that you've learned from society, things that you allow yourself to feel when it's not yours to feel, okay? Don't take other people's stuff. Don't watch the news, okay? Don't be afraid of the government stuff. It's all going to work out for the better, okay? Don't worry about that, okay? Don't worry about that. Look at what you can work on. Parents, grandparents, energy that you grew up with, and rectify it. Watch what you say. Words matter. Energy matters. Right? Understanding that the only way that you can be clear is to be conscious. What does that mean? I don't always know. I don't always know what that means. Because sometimes I'm not clear. I think I'm conscious most of the time, but sometimes I'm not clear because I'm human. I can be shaded by emotion. I can be shaded by past events. I can be shaded by my family. I have family members who could possibly be passing away, right? That I love dearly. They could be passing away in the near future. But that can cloud what you're thinking, right? But it doesn't mean that I don't try my damnedest to connect by talking out loud. Trust me. And people will say to me, Bill, it's easy for you. No, I've always talked out loud. So for me, it's just normal. But talking out loud gets yourself heard. Your freaking throat chakra opens up. That baby starts to swirl like it's never swirled before. Because you're able to speak what you want to speak when your entire life you were told to be quiet, that you didn't matter. Your parents, your teachers, your bosses took your power away. Well, guess what? They're giving you your power back, Spirit says. Will you frickin' take it? Or will you continue to be passive and think, oh, no, I don't want to do that. Why? What is it about speaking out loud? It's fear. Overcome that fear. How? Talk to else, do them. If they clear you, do them. But you got to do them. You have to. Because guess what? They need you here. So it's about understanding, looking at and going, okay, this is exactly what I need to do. And when I feel like Did I lose everybody? Are you guys still there? So we want to make sure that we do everything we possibly can. That's them. There's so much energy in my house right now. It's crazy. I know they're going to preach until I know they're going to preach on even when you're here. They're going to preach because you're going to be like, oh my God, pretty lights. Look at how, oh my God, I never thought I'd be this person. Oh, snap out of it. You're back in reality. It's fifth dimension. Well, we don't know what that looks like. We don't know what it means. But guys, in 2 or 3 years, we're going to be at this place of this is absolutely amazing. Is it going to be easy to get there? No. Not for everybody. But we have to make sure that we're conscious. We have to make sure that as we go forward, as we look at ourselves, as these influx of quantum energy and the quantum leap into 2025, everything is moving forward. Something Spirit just pointed out, quantum fusion. That was, okay, they've been working on this fusion for 60 years, and the United States just got something this week. Not by chance, guys. Not by chance. Everything is coming to fruition, right? Things they've been working on forever are now starting to work. They had the dream 60 years ago. Been working on it with billions and billions of dollars. And this week it connects. And we have fusion. Okay? If you've seen anything about diseases, all of a sudden in the past month and a half, 2 months, 3 months, and in the future, trust me, all kinds of different cures for certain diseases. It's going to continue until 2030, when everything will be eradicated. Okay? Because we will no longer be third dimensional human beings. We will be fifth dimensional human beings. Okay? And we've never been fifth dimensional human beings in our lifetimes, in the 12,000 years that we've been here. All right? I know. Spirit says it's like a funnel, he says. Like a funnel. You know what a funnel is, right? It's like this big and then just got a tube at the end. And it kind of goes all into the thing. Yeah. We're taking all this mass of third dimension. And we have to narrow human down by being lighter weight beings into the funnel to get to 5D. To get into the channel. To get into the energy. To get in there, not a wormhole, he says, it's getting you in there so you can be swept up in 5D. Now, the crowd is big. There's lots of people trying to get down that funnel. It's our time to do our stuff. It's our time to understand that we have to love ourselves. It gives us time to get rid of our baggage and look at who we are and forgive the people who hurt you. The only way, I'm telling you everybody, the only way you are going to be able to go down that funnel is when you forgive the people that hurt you. Psychologically, physically, spiritually, doesn't matter. You got to forgive mom and dad because they did the best they could. Grandma and grandpa, same thing. They came from someplace else. Brother, sister, same thing. Friends, family, same thing. Got to forgive it. The forgiveness is for you. It's kind of like a funeral, Spirit says, right? Funerals are for the people that are still alive. Folks that have died, they're like, what the hell, I'm gone. That's just a body. It's for those people down there to mourn. I know. You letting that stuff go. You forgiving that human being. You forgiving that dog, whatever it might be, is for you. Watch your heart heal, Spirit says. Watch your heart heal. And then you have to do your negative ego work because it's going to try to continue to have you invest in that stuff that no longer serves you. And that's when you say, Bill, we aren't that person anymore. We're not listening to that. Or on the other side, ego, that's not true. That's a lie. I'm not that person anymore, ego. That's a lie. I'm not listening to that anymore, ego. That's a lie. And as you call your ego out, it gets quieter and quieter and quieter. When you talk to yourself out loud in third person, your spine, which is your soul, gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Your nerve endings connect. Everything is fabulous. And your chakras are spinning like freaking crazy because you're being in an efficient mode of expression, an efficient mode of energy because you're in a higher dimensional state. That's what it's all about. Running efficiently without this getting in the way. Because human is heart-based. That's why the aliens want to be here, to learn about human heart and the emotions that it takes. Well, as we go into higher dimensional energy, fourth and fifth and sixth dimension, this will not shrink. It will not change. Ego will change. Ego will go from negative ego to positive ego, where it's your best freaking friend. And it is everything that you want it to do. Spirit says, your biggest cheerleader. But guess what? By then, you won't need that. It will just be an accessory, Spirit says. And that's the truth. Do we see that now? Can't yet. Maybe 2023, the switch goes off. And all of a sudden, certain people start going, Bill, you're not going to believe this, but I don't have the voice anymore. My voice is back here on my right-hand side, ready to be triggered. But I no longer have the conversation most of the time in my head because I catch it. Sometimes I can't help it because I'm human, right? It depends on what's going on up there. If I can make sense of it, awesome. If my guides have me do a Steve Noble guided meditation while I'm trying to brush my teeth, I get it. Clues, 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 Spirit says. They're always giving you clues. They're always giving you something in a clue. If you would just be open to it. There is no such thing as coincidences. It's all for you. Your guides work for you. The tower of guides above your head work for you. No one else. They've been with you since you came to the planet as a speck of dust from some other galaxy centuries, thousands of years ago, to live on this planet that we call Earth, that is now in a transformational state of becoming the new Earth, new Gaia. Everybody is in sync. Can you imagine that? Everybody's in feminine energy. Everybody's in love. Everybody's working together. Everybody's just like this. And some people, was like, Bill, that's bullshit. That ain't never going to happen. Okay, you're not there yet. I get it. I get it. It's not true. But I'm telling you, what they believe is third dimension. What I know is that it's coming. And I watch people every day go through this transformation, and I'm excited. Because as I grow, you grow. As you grow, they grow. Your children, your friends, your family, your spouse, your coworkers. It happens every day. But if we're not talking about it, guess what? I love to talk to moms, even dads, who have small children. And one of the things the Spirit will always ask them is this. Do they talk about weird stuff? Do they talk about I can see the man and he comes in and I can see him right there. And Mom, do you know that we come from someplace else other than here? Or Mom, you weren't my first mom, right? Or Dad, you weren't my first dad, right? Or when they meet a sibling, oh my gosh, I know her, I love her, oh, I love him. And they kiss the baby and they're like, oh my God. And there's because they've been together before. Recognition, right? We can connect to past lives until we're 6 years old when the channel closes right now. In the future, it will not close. But I love to hear when parents say, yeah, it's kind of interesting. I say, document it. They don't have the filter that we got, unfortunately. Hey, Paula. So there's all kinds of this stuff changing, right? There's all kinds of this new stuff that is coming up in all of us that's being activated every single day. But we have to take it upon ourselves not to get caught up in the BS, not to get caught up in the stuff. here, negative ego, connected, or here. When the energy starts to hit us, we got to go, okay, what's going on? When we're exhausted by the energy, okay, it's because we're being transformed. We are so deeply connected, guys, that you're being transformed into higher dimensional beings. And your body's going, oh my God, I'm exhausted, because it's being pummeled with protons every day, gamma rays every day, that our bodies don't understand. We come from 3D. Our souls know it. Our guides know it. But as we go through our transformation, as we go through and understand our emotions, and we've forgiven the people we need to forgive, and we look at everything without our rose-colored glasses on, but with understanding and faith and believing that they will bring us everything that we want. Everything. Everything that we want, if it's in our soul journey. Doesn't mean it can't happen, right? But we have to understand one thing. Our job is to be efficient. Our job is to make sure that we are as clean and airy and as flowy as we can possibly be, right? Is that unrealistic all the time? Yeah, because we live in a 3D world. Those people outside my door still live in third dimension. My neighbor downstairs, he lives in third dimension. Trust me. It's the way it is. Will they get the hint? Oh, trust me. Everybody will get the hint. But it's our job, as people of the galactic spirit says, as people of the collective consciousness, of the tribe, to understand that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. We're part of something that our soul signed on to make sure that we, glorious human beings, get to experience not only letting our stuff go and forgiving ourselves, other people, things like that, but also get to participate in the transformation of not only us, but other people. Because you'll be surprised, trust me, when people look at you and go, wow, that's amazing. How do you know that? I don't know, I just know. Oh my gosh, I hope to be like you one day. I don't understand it yet. I don't get it yet. Don't worry, you will. You will. And then how do you feel about yourself? I won. I absolutely got it. And I'm ready for more, Spirit. I'm ready for more, I'm ready for more, I'm ready for more. And that's what's important. So it's very, very important. That hour went fast. But he's geeked up. Okay, he's excited. They're all excited. They cannot wait for us to get there. They cannot wait for, I know, your life will be so much easier. Your life will be so much easier, as will ours, because we can show you pretty things. We can show you all kinds of cool stuff. We can show you all the stuff that we can't show you yet, because you're stuck. So it's our job to understand that the 21st of December, we're going to get piled with energy. It's going to be like, boom. We're going to be like, oh, this is freaking amazing. Or it's going to be like, oh my God, I don't know what it is. Oh my God, Bill, I'm vibrating. Good. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Go sit someplace. Like, it should be cold by then, in Michigan for sure. Probably every place else too, but in Michigan for sure. So you can't really go outside, but you can. Bundle up and walk. Bundle up and walk. Okay? Talk. Scarf on the face, hat on, gloves, parka, whatever you got. Right? Take a bath. Epsom salts. Sit in there. Spirit. Blah, 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 blah. The more silent you are, Spirit says, the energy is not going to go away. If you want to sit and feel the energy, that's awesome. But I know when I feel the energy, I'm like boom, 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 boom. That gets annoying. So I have to let that out, right? And usually how that is going outside, doing a meditation, doing just mindless things like Facebook watching videos on YouTube, stuff that I just don't have to think about. It kind of calms down. Okay? But they want you to recognize that boom, 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 boom. So Spirit, I know the energy. My gosh, come on. What do I do with it? And you go, oh my God, it is so freaking cool. And then you hear a voice, or your heart gets big. You become more empathic, more intuitive. You start seeing pictures in your mind, or sentences in your mind. And you go, Spirit, what is that? Spirit, you got to turn up the volume because I can't hear what you're saying. I hear mumbling. Do you want to tell me something? Or somebody's in your house, you go, so who are you? Why are you in my house? Instead of going, oh my God, there's something in my house. Well, what is it? Ask it. Who's the powerful one? You. And when you stand in your power, everybody, telling you what, it's glorious. It's glorious. Because then you go, I know exactly why I'm here. I know exactly why I'm here. To own my power. To transform. To be this superhuman, cool person who people ask questions to or go, oh my gosh, I'm going through the exact same thing. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I found you. Oh my God, this is great. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. You take it to the grocery store. You take it to the Home Depot. You take it to, right? You take it every place out into the world and people look at you and go, wow, wow. And you feel great because you understand what it is. And every time he tries to creep in there and turn that energy to, oh, I don't like it. I don't, oh my gosh, I got to pull back. Oh, no, we're not doing that. We aren't that person anymore, Bill. Get yourself out of that. Ego, that's not true. That's a lie. You need to stop because I'm stronger than you. All those key sentences right there that stops it from talking. Okay? So 21st is the winter solstice. Shortest day of the year. They get longer after that, after about a week. Okay? Super new moon on the 23rd. Be prepared for another punch of higher dimensional energy because it's really close to the earth. Okay? On the... Something's happened. 21st, 23rd, 29th, Mercury goes retrograde. Okay? Remember, be conscious. Don't sign anything. Don't buy anything big unless you read the contract and everything else really, really good. Okay? Be ready to spat with your spouse. Your children will be aggravated. Okay? The dog won't be in his right mind. Neither will the cat or the bird. Okay? Only thing safe is fish, Spirit says. But be conscious of that. Yep, it's Mercury retrograde. Not going to let it bother me. It's Mercury retrograde. Okay? And then we get into January and the 22nd, and all those planets go forward by the end of March. And we got nothing for 4 or 5 or 6 months before anything else starts to stop us up or whatever. 2023 is going to be amazing. And, hey Marcy, don't let anybody tell you that it's not going to be. Okay? And I'm going to say this, don't let anybody shit on your parade, Spirit says. Don't let anybody do that to you. Okay? Because they're trying to do that to keep you small, to keep you in your place, to keep you in a place that is not who you're supposed to be. There's a lot of swearing in this thing. Sorry, guys. He's on fire today. Okay? He's way up here. And he's intense. And he wants to make sure that everybody understands we got to get on the freaking train. We got to get on the train. Because the train's leaving. It's going slow right now, so you can catch it. You can catch it. See? But that's what it's all about. The next month are going to be fabulous. Enjoy it. Be conscious. Use it to your advantage, Spirit says. Use it to your advantage. And get rid of the naysayers. Get rid of the negative energy people. Get rid of. The last thing is this. Do not let your family ruin your holiday. No matter what the holiday is, do not let your family ruin your holiday. Who's the most important person in your life? You. If it doesn't work for you, set boundaries. I can come for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Why is that? Blah, blah, blah. Because I can come for 2 hours. I can come for 2 hours. Is that okay? Okay? Going to my partner's house. Then I'm going to, okay. My parents, blah, blah, blah. Okay, then you go there for an hour and a half. You go here for an hour and a half. You make some excuse on why you can only be there for an hour and a half or 2 hours. Why? Because who's the most important person in your life? You. Not them. You. I'm going to hurt their feelings. You. Not them. They'll deal. That's you setting boundaries. That is you going, I'm the most important person in my life. And I love you too, Bill. Chimes. Little love in there, right? I love you. That's what that's about. Because if you set that intention, if you work on that stuff, guys, I'm telling you, there's nothing you won't receive. There's nothing you can't do. And there's absolutely nothing that you can't have. But you gotta take care of that. You gotta take care of that. All right? So, just a little business really quick. I am doing readings all weekend, including Saturday of this week. I am booking psychic parties right now. I've got dates open in December and January. So if you guys are interested in doing a little party, that's awesome. You pick the date, I'll show up. I am doing gift certificates still. When you buy any gift certificate for somebody else or including yourself, you get an additional 15 minutes in a reading. Now, prices are going to go up in January, okay, for everything. So understand that if you want to keep the price it is today, again, $75 for half an hour, $125 for an hour, $185 for 90 minutes, buy gift certificates. They're good forever, okay? You can use them whenever you want to. Half an hour at a time if you want. If you want to buy half an hour, if you want to buy hours and split them up, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to make sure that if you need coaching, that if you need help, that you have the ability to do so, okay? I also have element packages. If you want to talk to me once a month for an hour, there's a package. 45 minutes, there's a package. Half an hour, there's a package. 15 minutes, there's a package. And they're not expensive. They're over half off the regular price. Earth packages are right now are $600 for 13 months. You get a month free. $125 a month for 13 months is $1,500. It's over half off. Okay? If you don't need it that much, if you don't, whatever, it's there. BillHobart.com or elementsessions.com. I own both of those domains. Okay? So, have a good weekend. Enjoy your holiday. Okay? Give yourself that love. Feed yourself, Spirit says. Drink lots of water. Love yourself. Do your 10 I love yous a day, everybody. Okay? Be surprised how far it gets you. Okay? And Spirit says also, take time to radiate love. Take time to understand that you are love. Some of us just don't know it yet, but we are. And your energy affects everybody you're around, if they want it or not. So I'll see you next Thursday at 3 for Coaching for the Soul.